Hanging out with Mike Button here at Jammers. It is Brewerton and Fulton Speedway's kind of kickoff party. They're showing the New Egypt Super Dirt Car Series race. They did this last year in February. This year is a little bit later, and I kind of like it a little bit later like this. I think more people kind of came this time. How you doing, Mike?
Good. Yeah, I think I kind of enjoy it a little bit more. Now it's getting closer to racing season, so it makes it a little bit nicer for everybody. Traveling's a lot easier. So
yeah, we don't know about snow.
No,
Thank
not
goodness.
like the snow we got this year.
Oh, man, this was like back in the 70s and 90s. You're my age. You remember the 70s.
Yes, I do.
And
Yeah.
in 93, we had a pretty big storm
Yeah.
then. So
Yeah.
it was interesting from that aspect. So, but I heard you were retired. I think I heard that from somebody a few months ago. What, did something change?
Well, we kind of over the winter, and then last fall, I kind of talked with Danny Allen about driving his car. And so I decided that, we had talked and we're kind of teamed up for this year. So we're gonna give it a shot one more year. Last year was kind of tough because I started out the season with our own car and with Rick, and then things just weren't working out.
No.
So kind of halfway through the year, I started driving Dan's car.
I see.
And so we're going to try it in one whole year in just one car and see how that goes.
What went wrong with your car? Why did you get out of your car in the first place?
We were getting, it was getting pretty banged up, and it was just more of a financial struggle. So Dan offered, he had been wanting me to drive his car over in the last 2 years. And finally, it worked out where I'm like, you know what? It's time to, do something different. And that's when I went that route.
Gotcha. So will we be in your car or the other car this year?
I'll be in Dan's car this year.
Okay, so you don't even own a car now?
Nope.
First time since what, 1985 maybe?
Probably, yeah. Over
weird.
the years, I've drove some different cars. A few years I drove one of Andy Cook's cars. And it's different than doing your own thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it for so long. I mean, if we want to make a change or go to a different shop or do something, we just do it. And now you kind of got to get on the same page. And so it'll be interesting, but I think we'll be all right.
How close were you to actually pulling the plug and not racing at all this year?
If Dan hadn't offered to do something for this year, it would have probably been last year. Would have probably been my last year.
Okay.
'Cause it was frustrating too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because just the way things happen to work out, so it's going to be like starting all over again. But it should be for a lot better for us.
I talked to your son-in-law. His son-in-law, by the way, is Ronnie Davis III. He got in trouble here. You did last year. You kind of spilled the beans on your daughters and Ronnie's baby. So we got nothing. We're gonna have to hold on to this. We can air this one right away, right? No, you didn't say anything bad, right?
I'm officially a grandpa now. So
there you go.
Yeah. So now I guess there's no secrets.
That's nice. That's nice. So
can't get in any trouble. I blamed it all on Doug anyway.
Well, yeah. We just got too comfortable talking. I think that you didn't even think about it.
And the nice thing about blaming on Doug is everybody believes me anyway.
That's true. Yeah, and I got a panicked text from his daughter the very next day going, please hold on to that interview for a little while. When did you realize you were in trouble?
The next morning when they called, and my wife, Kathy, had said something, and I'm like, everybody has to know. Well, apparently not. So, thanks, Doug.
I know, I didn't get you in trouble. I didn't know this because when I ran into you was 94, 95, when I switched from dirt, from the outlaw circuit over to dirt, and you were running Sportsman. I didn't know you were in Outlaw 358 in the mid-'80s for a few years. You actually won some races.
Yeah, we originally started running that class. I actually started running. And here's the most ironic thing. I actually started running a mini sprint, which was like a Volkswagen type thing.
Oh, those VW mini sprints.
Yes.
Oh, I remember
back
those.
In the early 80s.
And they used to have a ton of those, didn't they?
Yeah.
So you raced against Eric Kingsley.
Yes, that's how we met Eric Kingsley and a lot of the other guys.
Yeah.
And ironically, we won our very first VW sprint race at Brewerton, and I've never won there again.
Really?
Yeah. Of all the tracks.
All these years, huh?
Yep, and I think we counted one day, we've won at like 10 or 11 different racetracks. And the one that is like geographically closest to our house.
You haven't won it.
We've had some good runs and some close calls, but...
We got to fix that this year then, don't we?
I'm hoping this is a year we get that monkey off our back.
How's the car? Is it ready?
We are so much further ahead than I think I've ever been, and I think that'll help. And Dan's like one of those guys that he's on go all the time. So I think him kind of pushing us to get going, and then with us doing it for so long, hopefully things will gel together quickly. And I think I'm hoping for a good season.
I understand you're going to look good too. You got a new suit.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I wanted the new suit or not.
Well, did you need the new suit?
I think I'm guessing
For bigger
that mine,
size or wear and tear?
I think mine shrunk in the wash.
They do
Believe it or
that
not.
sometimes.
You
know
know,
it?
that's what I'm going with.
You know, I have had a theory on this for a long time. I believe it's the sweat and the Nomex that when it hangs on the hanger, it pulls together and it shrinks. I think it's a real thing.
That's exactly the story I'm going with.
Are you guys buying that? Are you guys buying it? Do you think they're buying it?
I don't think so.
I don't think they're buying it either. Because I tried it, because mine did the same thing.
Oh, you're shrunk too?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. I don't know how,
that's so
but
ironic.
Well, good to see you. Because I've known Mike since mid-'90s back on the old dirt circuit. We had a lot of fun back there. So good to see you, and I hope you get the Brewerton win this year. And when it happens, you call me, and I'll meet you somewhere, and we'll talk about it. Okay?
Okay. Hopefully. All right. Thanks,
Guys, make
Doug.
sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. It is almost go time here in New York State.